Chapter 19. Rain doesn't come when I call. On our kitchen counter is a clock that is not electric. It's round and blue, and on the face is a drawing of an ocean wave. Above the wave, are the words Atlantic City. That's called monotone adjust, by the way. Whenever you say a word wrong and you know that it doesn't sound right and you made a mistake, just go back, because that's going to help you with your comprehension and your fluency. Is if that didn't sound right and it didn't sound right to me, I knew that I said something wrong and I went back. The morning after the storm, I tiptoe out of my bedroom and into the very quiet kitchen. The first thing I look at is the clock. The hands are pointing to 8:05. Next, I turn around to see if my father's door is open. It is not. I pick up our phone and listen for a dial tone. Nothing. I press a few buttons. Still nothing. We have no electricity and no telephone. I walk to the window in the living room and look outside. The sky is very dark and wet. Rain is still falling, but gently, as if it might stop soon. The leaves on the trees are fluttering a little, but the wind is not roaring like it was during the night. In our yard, 2 trees have fallen, the birch and the elm. I wonder why she's telling us the type of tree that fell. You really should Google tree types and the woods that are the hardest and the strongest, and those that have a little give. We have lots of pine trees in our area, this part of Texas. We are also close to the Gulf, so we have lots of palm trees, and both of those trees move a lot in storms and high winds, so you don't see them crack as often or break, pine and palm. So you should look that up, Google that. The elm tree snapped just above the ground. It fell in the other direction across the road and took the power lines with it. Also, one of our oak trees split down the middle, and the top part snapped off another. What causes things to split down the middle like that? There are branches and leaves everywhere I look. I peer sideways over to the driveway, which is covered with branches and leaves like everything else, and I follow it to the road. I draw my breath in tight. I realize that I can see the stream that runs alongside HUD. This is the first time I've been able to see the water from so far away. As I mentioned in chapter 15 where we live, there has never been more than 10.5 inches of water in the stream. But now the water is so deep that it's flowed over its banks and flooded both the road and the lower part of our yard. It's rushing along fast and hard and swollen like a river, and it couldn't fit under our bridge, so it roared over it. The bottom of our drive has washed away. Sturdy pieces of lumber are breaking apart and hurtling down HUD Road. We are stuck on our property. Even after the water recedes, the stream will still be there with no driveway bridging it. I turn around wondering whether it's okay to wake my father. I want to ask him about the bridge and hear his thoughts on being stranded. I'm about to knock on his door when I realize that I haven't seen Rain. She's not in the kitchen or the living room. I go back to my room and look under my bed. Sometimes Rain hides there when she gets scared. No Rain. I check the bathroom. No Rain. I look in the kitchen and living room once more. Rain? I call. Rain! Nothing. I call louder. Rain! Suddenly the door to my father's room bursts open. Rose! Quit yelling! I let Rain outside. She had to pee. You let her outside? When? I don't know. A while ago? Did you let her back in? No. Why didn't you? Because it was early. I went back to sleep. She's probably on the porch. I forget about the trees and the water and the driveway and being stranded. I fling open the front door. The porch is wet, everything is dripping, and the couch is soaked. Rain is not there. I call her name again, and then I step onto the porch in my bare feet. I stand at the top of the steps and call, Rain! 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 The only sound I hear is dripping. I begin to breathe very fast. I think this is a sign of panic. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, I say. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. What is she doing when she's repeating those numbers? What is that helping her do emotionally?